I'm KillerBot Films, and you're watching the KillerBot Films show. Hello, KillerBot Films here. Welcome to another movie review with my good friend Nathan over here.
Hello.
And today we are watching it from the same director as Mama and That's It.
And just, that's it.
I think it's actually his second director's debut,
Really?
fun fact.
Good job for him.
I'm probably wrong, but...
Whatever.
You want to describe the plot for it?
Wait, you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the plot of it is about these group of kids called the Losers Club. And they've noticed these mysterious, like, disappearances from children. One of the main characters, his brother Georgie, goes missing, and they find out that it's this clown named Pennywise, who is luring kids down into the sewer. And they have to go defeat this clown and find out what's going on with all those kids. That's basically a summarization of the plot without spoiling anything.
Yeah, and the thing that the clown does, though, is he replicates the children's fears, because sometimes it's not actually a clown.
Yeah.
Sometimes switches to other beings here and there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now, I know you've seen the original. I know a fair bit about the original.
The original is like, here's my synopsis of the original. The stuff when they're kids, it's good. It's entertaining, they're good actors. Stuff when they're adults is pretty dull and boring because the actors themselves, like the adult actors, are pretty bad.
It's the same since the adult version of, well, the Adam timeline, I should say, sounds way more interesting, to be honest. Since it'll be really cool to see, you know, these kids, you know, dealing with it again and see if they actually, you know, got away from their fears.
Yeah. Plus, Tim Curry's always fun.
Tim Curry gives absolute phenomenal performance. Whatever you think about the miniseries, you can't go wrong with Tim Curry in it.
Exactly, he's always great.
And I didn't know how they were really going to top Tim Curry in this one. I think it was probably started about talking about Pennywise.
Oh god, yeah, he topped Tim Curry, man. He was, first of all, he was scary. Creepy. Second of all, he was actually funny. I found myself laughing at a lot of things he was doing, a lot of things he was saying. Bill Skarsgård gave a great performance.
I think Tim Curry's more funnier, to be honest.
Yeah, Tim Curry's definitely funnier.
A lot of great lines.
Tim Curry's definitely more memorable and definitely funnier, but I liked Bill Skarsgård more, honestly, as Pennywise. That's just personal preference.
I definitely want to argue with that there. I think he managed to top Tim Curry in some ways here and there.
Yeah.
Especially with his performance and how he acts, because sometimes he acts a little bit too cartoonish.
Who? Tim Curry or Bill Skarsgård?
Yeah, Tim Curry.
Okay, yeah, he does.
Well, this one, you know, when shit's going down, he really just gets angry.
Exactly, like he can manage being funny and creepy at the same time. Like,
yeah, but Tim Curry managed to like have that charm about him.
Yeah.
That charm just brings a giant smile to your face every time he appears on screen.
Okay. The only reason I rewatch it is probably just for Tim Curry.
Yeah,
the original.
He pretty much makes that movie in what, like the original. It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Yeah, it was originally like a TV miniseries.
Yeah, I just kind of watched the movie.
I was really worried about Pennywise the most, but he did not disappoint at all.
Yeah, he was great. I really liked Pennywise in this movie.
So what do we think of the actual movie, Nathan?
You know, it's a good movie.
It was really good. Really good.
I really liked it. It's honestly
way better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's honestly one of my favorites of the year as of right now. It's my favorite horror film of the year.
You've seen It Comes at Night?
I have not seen It Comes at Night.
Definitely need to. I think that's probably the best one so far.
Yeah, I'll have to watch It Comes at Night.
Despite, you know, some flaws here that I have with it, probably one of the most scariest films I've seen in a long time. I recommend it.
Yeah, but this one, it had a lot of good jump scares. It knew when to add humor. It knew when to be creepy. It knew when to throw in character development. Because all the characters are really interesting, except like maybe one that I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah, that one character was like the black kid. It was so disappointing. Yeah. Since, you know, in the opening, he was about to like put like a needle in a sheep's head.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't do it. So his grandfather takes it away from him, and then he does a giant speech of how he's either going to kill them or be killed. Like killed or be killed.
Yeah.
And it set up such an interesting thing with him. But he's barely in the movie.
Yeah.
He's barely in the movie. He doesn't have like really any lines at all.
Yeah. I have a question. What do you think of the bully character?
The bully character, like, they were first a little bit cliche at first, but then there was an interesting thing they did with them, which I'm not gonna spoil.
Yeah, but he was very hit or miss for me. Like the arc that like is explored with him very briefly, which I won't spoil, is actually kind of cool. You could see like there's more depth to this bully, but at the same time, again, he was very hit or miss for me. Yeah. He was just stereotypical.
It would have been better if they actually, you know, once they actually, you know, like, gone more depth about that character. They should have done that in the beginning.
Yeah.
But they kind of, you know, just leave it there. And it does lead to, like, one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
But it definitely would have been a lot interesting to see how this bully is like.
Yeah.
Definitely, some like missed opportunities, like good story arcs.
Yeah.
Because most of the character development is really spent, or Richie's funny quirks here and there. Ooh, you want to talk about Richie?
Oh, Richie. He was funny at times, but I think he just didn't know when to stop being funny.
Yeah, exactly. Like most of his lines worked.
Yeah.
But there were other times where he just said something funny during an actual serious conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes that works. Like we're in the first in the sewer.
Yeah.
And he's making
Yeah, that worked.
cracking jokes. That works. But then they're in this really serious situation, which again I won't spoil. And he's cracking jokes, and I'm like, this isn't the time to crack jokes.
That's not the time. I get it, they're kids, but they're doing something very dangerous.
They're dealing with a
here.
supernatural clown that'll kill them. I don't think this is a time to make jokes, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And it got a little bit annoying from time to time.
Yeah.
It's like a stylist from Visit, which is the only reason why
Diamond Stylist.
Yeah,
my dude.
The only reason why I strongly dislike The Visit is because of that kid. I hate that kid to death.
I don't know. I find him amusing, but I can see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from. I see how you can find him annoying. I do. I really do.
Probably one of the worst film characters of all time. And Richie, was kind of like that from time to time, but mostly he's like a pretty good character.
Yeah.
And his fear as well, I think, was kind of underutilized.
Yeah, what was his fear? His fear was just clowns.
Yeah, clowns, yeah. They could have done a really cool thing, but it's only like one big scene.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. And it goes...
The scene's kind of cool, but again, it's predictable with the scare. Like, it's in the trailer, so it's obviously not spoiled, but you see Pennywise, like, come at him. And it's a room filled with clowns, but it's like, this is kind of too on the nose. We know Pennywise is going to pop up. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, and it could have made such a cool dynamic, because the main villain is a clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's not really that much a big flaw anyways.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good in this film as well.
Exactly. There's a lot to like, but one of my biggest flaws was a lot of the CGI and visuals.
Oh yeah, the CGI visuals, they should have done practical. They should have done practical. Most of them hit, but some of them got me out of the movie.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Some of them, I looked at them and I was like, that's fake. That's obviously CGI.
Yeah, some of them got me, it's like, that doesn't really look that great. Again, it doesn't ruin the movie.
It doesn't, no.
It doesn't, but it does get distracted.
Yeah. It didn't like with Rogue One, you know how Tarkin's face was all CGI?
Yeah.
That took me out of the movie quite a bit. With it, I didn't mind it as much, honestly.
Yeah, it could have been benefited from like practical effects.
Yeah.
Because for example, one of my all-time favorite films, The Thing. Why that film still holds up to this day and why it's so celebrated is because of its practical effects.
Yeah.
And it makes the creatures so much scarier and frightening. I wish they had done that for this movie.
Yeah.
Because, as I said, most of the effects aren't bad, they're quite solid.
Yeah.
But what made this film so special, since this film was like a really nice callback to movies in the 90s or 80s about kids trying to deal with like a higher power.
Yeah.
It's a really nice callback to that.
Yeah, no, I definitely like this movie a lot. I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, I really also like the makeup for Pennywise. I think the updated style of the makeup for him was really cool and definitely creepier. Not like with Tim Curry's Pennywise, as we mentioned, he was more innocent. Like one moment he was like, "Hi, I'm a clown," and the next moment he would turn into a serial killer.
Yeah.
This one he was always like, "I'm a serial killer."
Yeah.
Even though he managed to be innocent from time to time, I always like, this guy looks scary. Instantly, I would not want to cross this guy in an alley.
Yeah. I mean, like, they made me like, always creep all the time. I was worried about that. I was like, that's not gonna have, the same magic as Tim Curry. But they made it work, actually, because he would, like, play with the kids and all that.
Yeah.
Like, they made it work, honestly.
Wait, he was playing with the kids. That sounds wrong.
Funny pedophile joke.
Thank you. I'm full of jokes.
Oh, God, why do you say that? Why did you say that?
Just edit it out, man.
Just edit it out, Jack, please.
Don't edit it out.
Yeah, but I love how they were kind of like managed to not make it too obvious. Even though the costume, it's definitely has like really no color at all.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
the costume was pretty bland. Although the makeup was pretty cool. The costume and stuff, like with your Tim Curry Pennywise, and I hate bringing this up because we keep bringing up Tim Curry. His costume was very colorful.
I mean, you can't really beat Tim Curry, to be honest. Like, even though the new Pennywise topped Tim Curry in some elements, just Tim Curry had that magic.
Yeah.
He had that magic when he played him. He was Pennywise.
Exactly.
And the costume, like, what made the Tim Curry one so good is because, like, he was bright and colorful.
Exactly.
And that kind of made him more scary at the same time. well, Kira's like gray, so our brain's like, okay, he's obviously, not really, he's not the good guy here.
Yeah.
Well, he's very colorful, it kind of plays our minds a little bit. To bring us back to like our childhood innocence, like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't really like clowns, but to someone that really likes clowns, like me, then it can like play against my head.
Exactly. What did you think of the horror aspect of this movie?
Horror aspect's good. Like
Yeah.
I had some genuine, really good scares.
Yeah, I jumped a couple times at this movie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
Yeah,
jump at
same
movies,
here.
but I did with this one.
But what I'll give this movie is that all the characters work extremely well together.
Oh yeah, they do, definitely.
Even like the black kid, like once he actually started being the losers club, he worked really well. Like there weren't like really any bad characters. Like so we trashed on Richie a lot.
Yeah.
But that was only like a couple moments when he just didn't work. Like he worked, really well as everybody.
Yeah, like other than Pennywise, I think Richie's my favorite character in the movie.
For me, it's probably kid was the allergies.
Yeah, he was good too, actually. I like.
Yeah, he kept on like spewing like facts.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. Like he's probably was my favorite.
Yeah, exactly. I really like that. And one thing I did love about this movie also is the cinematography.
Oh, the cinematography is
Really
great.
good. It wasn't the best of the year, but it's not like a candidate for best of the year in my opinion. The cinematography was really well done.
Yeah, also the sound design. Oh my god, probably some of the best sound editing I have seen from a movie in a long time.
Yeah.
It perfectly sneaks in little things, like in the background, that once you catch it will just make the scene even more creepier.
Yeah, like I know this film won't get any Oscar nominations because the Oscars aren't going to acknowledge anything like this, but like sound editing would be a good one for this.
Yeah, sound
like
for
makeup
sure.
and hairstyling, maybe some acting awards.
Because the soundtrack in this, I'm not talking about like pop songs, like the original score that they used. Like it's not like some throwaway like movie track. It actually plays with the scene and makes it even more creepier, and adds Easter eggs as well.
Yeah.
So once you actually notice what's going on, in the music in that scene, it just adds so much more. And that's what I loved about this film the most.
Definitely. The sound editing was brilliant in this movie. I really liked it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Overall, though, it was a phenomenal movie. I really liked it, honestly. I walked out of that theater really pleased, but really kind of scared.
Yeah, and it had a lot of heart as well. Like, this is film clearly from people that want to make a really good movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like most like Hollywood remakes today when it just throw it out there and hoping it will make some money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, people actually really cared about this movie, and it feels like original work, to be honest, even though it's a remake.
Yeah, it's like with The Purge, you can tell people really didn't give a shit.
Yeah, no one cared about The Purge.
But when you see a movie like this, you can tell there's a lot of heart and detail and like time and effort put into this movie.
I feel like everybody wanted to do a really good job on this, not just the director and the writers.
Yeah, like I'm not even kidding. My expectations for this movie were really high because it was one of my most anticipated of the year. This movie exceeded every expectation I had. For
me, like I kind of kept my expectations at low. Yeah, I was excited for it, and it met my expectations as well for the most part.
Yeah.
And it was a really good movie. Like it's probably gonna be in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Of this year, and I highly recommend you go see this. To be honest.
Yeah, same. If you want to see a good horror movie that doesn't Get Out, go see it.
Yeah, so I'll definitely give this film a B+. I really want to give it an A. I really do, but as I said, I have some flaws with this film.
Fair enough. I'm gonna give it an A personally because because I wanted to give it an A+, but there are a couple little things here and there that I really didn't care for, and it kind of took me out of the movie at times. As we said, visually, at times it took me out of it.
Yeah, some bad CGI here and there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was
really
like passable.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping the sequel, does again practical.
Yeah.
Probably tell I really love practical effects.
Definitely.
So this finally probably breaks the champion who sold me shitty movies all the time. You know how he tortures me. You sold me Sandy Wexler. You came to my house at 9 a.m. I was still sleeping. My cat literally hops on my bed, tries to sleep with me. And then you come in and say, I'm gonna watch Sandy Wexler. Then what else did you sell me? Oh boy, what was the other one?
I don't remember. It was Should do the Boss Baby, but that was okay. Like
Boss Baby was fine. Oh, the Emoji Movie. You brought me in.
You wanted to go see it.
You said like, hey, you want to go see it, and I had nothing else better to do, so like, sir, why not?
Okay, whatever. And but I did show you Kingsman.
Kingsman, yeah, the Kingsman. But now there's probably first ever time we went to a movie together. Actually, no, Free Fire. Free Fire was a great experience in theaters, yeah. Anyways, I'm KillerBot Films. This is Nathan, and have a great time.
Subscribe to KillerBot Films. If you don't, then you're a fucking twat.